Hey everyone, it's Chris here, and I am doing a tag that my friend Jono made over at SS Media 2 years ago. I said I was going to do it 2 years ago, and look who's finally getting around to it. It's the Carly Rae Jepsen book tag. I'm a huge fan of Carly Rae Jepsen, and I'm actually going to a Carly Rae Jepsen concert tomorrow. My friend Sarah bought the tickets last week. It was kind of just like, I guess, as a wedding gift. Like, I think it was kind of the plan. After the wedding that she was going to get these for us, and so we're going to go see Carly Rae Jepsen, and I am so excited about that. And I thought, why not go back, way back, and finally do this tag that Jono made forever ago. So I have the questions in front of me, and I am ready to go. So the first question is, Call Me Maybe. And it's a book that an author is renowned for. That's really the song that a lot of people know Carly Rae Jepsen from, but she has so much great songs, you guys. But the book I picked was Simon versus the Homosexual. Becky Albertalli has released a few books now, but this is definitely the book that people know her for. So I picked that one. There you go. Wow, this lighting is wild. The sunlight, you guys. Woo, okay. Coming through, which I'm not going to complain about because it has been rainy. Okay, next question is Tonight I'm Getting Over You, a solid sequel. I was like, okay, I don't know what I'm going to pick for this one, yada, yada, yada. I was looking through my shelf, and then it just kind of popped out to me. We're going to be doing this one, which I don't think you can even see right now with this lighting. Hold on, let me see if I can do something. Y'all, this book is white. But it's the My Brother's Husband Volume 2, which I thought was a great end to this kind of story. The story that we got in My Brother's Husband Volume 1, I just really, really enjoyed it. I think I reviewed Volume 2, which I wish I had, but I did talk about Volume 1 on the channel a while ago in some video, and it was just so, so good. I reviewed both of them on Goodreads. And talked about a lot about the characters and things that I loved in it in my Goodreads review, which I normally try to do. But yeah, they were fantastic reads. So excited that this even exists. Honestly, it was great. A good time is a book by two authors. Gonna pick. It was the first one that I saw, but also like Becca and Albertelli and Severa, What If It's Us, which I also really enjoyed and did not review on the channel. I am so behind on reviews, guys. I read this early this year. I read it during the first BookTube games, and I really enjoyed it. I actually listened to the audiobook, even though I do own the book. I listened to the audiobook when I read it because I was just in the box, headphones on, at work, listening to it, and it was fantastic. So. The next one is the song I Really Like You, and the statement is a book couple you were rooting for the whole time. I actually picked a book that was based off of a movie. It's like a novelization of a movie, even though I saw the movie before I read the novelization, because it's Make the User Gay, and it's because Gunn and Nathan, I think you definitely see kind of some of the parts in the story where they could be pulling away from each other. You really kind of have this conflict of Gunn being not out to his family and Nathan being like really out and open, and like there's never like a situation where he's like, I'm not trying to force you to come out. That's not something he wants to do, but you can definitely see where that struggle is for him as a person who's out and proud and refuses to be in the closet, being with someone who is currently still in that struggle. And so like when I was watching the film, you're definitely rooting for them to get through this. You're rooting for Gunn to be able to come out to his family and deal with whatever happens. And I feel like reading it, because it's a little bit, I think it's slower reading it, for me at least. I don't know. Like you get to take things in a different way. I was really lingering on that with them, and I was rooting for them to get through it, even though I already knew that, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? I don't know. I picked this one. So yeah, it was like, I saw it, I was like, yes, cool, grabbed it. Then I was like, does this actually make sense? I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. Girl, I was like, I don't know. Run Away With Me is a fictional world that you like to be whisked off to, and I have not answered this book in a tag in a while, like a long while. I actually don't even know if I grabbed it. Where did I put it? Oh, I'll just put these on top of it. It is the Twitches book series. I love the magic system in Twitches. I love they're magic. And when I was reading these books growing up, it was like one of the first magic books with magic in it, that I just really like was taken in by. It's not the first one, but it's one of them. Especially the first one was like witches, though. Was this for me? I didn't read Harry Potter until a lot later. I still haven't read all of Harry Potter actually, but like this was like the first kind of thing like that made me really love witches and witchcraft and magic. And I would have loved to have any kind of magic like what's in the Coventry, like the world of Coventry, in this series. I wish I could have more of the books. I really do. I can't find them. Not for cheap. I'm mad. It's okay. Your type, a genre you find yourself loving. You guys know I just mostly read queer lit. I'm gonna say queer, like contemporary novels though. I really don't read contemporary novels that aren't queer, like ever. It seems like sometimes I will, like just because like something gets really hyped up on BookTube or in Book Twitter and people get me interested, then I will sometimes. But generally, I read queer literature. So that's. But I'm gonna say queer contemporary for this one because I have been finding myself really loving some of the queer contemporary releases of the last couple of years. Favorite color is a book of your favorite color. This was hard as hell, y'all. My favorite color is like a purple, and I didn't know what shade of purple. Like it's kind of like an amethyst purple, and so like, girl, that just knocked over my whole controller. We're gonna adjust a little bit. I picked The Cat in the Cradle by J. Bell. It has these multiple shades of purple, all which I think are really beautiful. I don't know if you really can see them that well right now on the camera with this lighting, but like they're very beautiful shades of purple and blue, and this and that. Those are my two favorite colors are purple and blue, you guys. So like I feel like this one kind of encapsulates that the most. There's not a lot of purple books on my shelf. There's just not. There's some purple on the Twitch's cover actually. But not a lot of it again. It's just not like it's just not. So yeah. All I need is an angel. I don't have this book on me because I own it now, but I have no clue where it is for some reason. I might have actually took it to work and it might be in my locker. But it's Two Boys Kissing My Day 11th End, which I've talked about a lot on the channel over the years since I read it. It was a book that really spoke to me and affected me. And for a lot of different reasons, you get to see the journey of multiple different characters, and each of those characters' journey had some things that were relatable to it for me, like a queer guy, you know what I mean, growing up. And also just the perspective that the story is from. It's from the perspective of gay men who died during the AIDS crisis, looking at the kind of future generation of young queer men, and I really, really like that. That's something that it's so striking to me, and still is to this day. So yeah, that's I just picked Two Boys Kissing Midnight Will Love It then. Sweet Impossible Love. I really like this song. I feel like the song's kind of like a deep cut. If you guys haven't heard it, it's a book series that you adore. A book or series that you adore. I'm picking Red, White, and Royal Blue by Casey McQuiston, which I really should review on the channel. I just read it last month, and oh my gosh. I adored it. It did take me a long time to read it. I think there's a lull point in this book for me, but that could have just been because of like things that were going on with me. But there was a point where I like probably like around here in the book, I stopped, started reading, read some other things, and then I came back to it. But I really enjoyed the characters, and I really enjoyed the world of this, the political atmosphere, and so many different things. I wrote a very lengthy review on Goodreads of this book, and I only really do that if I really hate something or I really, really love it. Usually I just write like a paragraph or two. This thing was turning into a whole essay on why I like this. So that's like, that tells you a lot about how I feel about this book right now. And the last question, first time a book you read in one sitting. I think I always pull this book out for that because I still am shocked that it happened. The Blood of Olympus by Rick Riordan. I read this book in one night. I started it sitting in the lobby, and I finished it sitting in the lobby about, I don't know how many hours later, 5, 6, I don't know. But it was so amazing that I just didn't want to put it down. I literally dedicated a night to it, to reading it straight through. So there you go. And that's the last question, so that's it for the tag. I hope you all enjoyed it. I will hopefully be putting up some more videos soon. I'm writing a little bit. I'm just getting back into my writing. I've kind of been really busy with work, taking on some more responsibilities there and things like that. So that's been kind of a lot this month. And I've done 2 really big reading months because of booktube games, which has been really nice because I've been able to get my reading done through that. And this month is a big writing month, but I'm also going to like concerts. Like I'm going to Carly Rae tomorrow. I'm going to twice at the end of the month with my friend Trevor. And so like it's a big concert month. Last month was Pride, and we had all these different events that I went to, Pride Fest, the Pride Parade, all these things like that. So I'm living my best life, or trying to, and doing all the things that I want to do. But I also really want to do this channel, so I will be continuing to put out videos sporadically, not going anywhere. I'll see you all in my next video.